Good morning student, myself Millie Sankla, and in today's session our subject design of prestressed concrete structure. We discuss our chapter flexure design of prestressed concrete element. Okay, and in this chapter we continue with our topic, that is approaches for at transfer and service load, and we discuss our third, that is based on load balancing concept. In previous lecture we discussed based on stress and based on force concept for approaches to analysis at transfer and at service load condition. Now we discuss the third approaches, that is based on load balancing concept. Now in load balancing concept, approach based on load balancing concept is used for member with curved tendons and in analysis of indeterminate continuous beam. Okay, this load balancing concept is used for curved tendons and second is used for indeterminate continuous beams. Moment and the upward thrust and upward deflection is camber due to the prestress in tendons are calculated. The camber is nothing but that is the upward deflection. Okay, that is known as our upward deflection. It is a curvature. The upward thrust is balance part of superimposed load. Okay, now when load is subjected on structure, our structure is deflect and ultimately it is balancing by upward thrust is nothing but that is the balance of superimposed load. Okay, now first we discuss for parabolic tendons, and this parabolic tendons will be happen in our prestressing member subjected to uniformly distributed load. Okay, here first is horizontal member, and as this center line is our pressure line. Okay, and this one is the curvature of tendons, and distance, this vertical distance is our eccentricity E. Now this one is the free body diagram of our concrete member, and second is our bending moment diagram. Now moment at center due to this uniformly distributed load is equal to WL square by 8, and this WUP is nothing but that is our uniform upward thrust. Okay, this is our uniform. Here in this figure I noted this in down direction, but that is equal to upward. We can draw in upward direction also. Similar effect is similar. Okay, here this WUP is our upward thrust and M is equal to WL square by 8, but this moment is induced due to WUP, so mention here upward thrust. Now if I make subject this WUP, that means uniform upward thrust, then equation is equal to 8, M is equal to moment is equal to load into eccentricity, that we already know. Okay, in bending stress M is equal to PE, so put M is equal to PE. When I make WUP as a subject, then WUP is equal to 8 PE by L square. Okay, this one WUP load is equal to 8 PE by L square, and deflection at center point for this simply supported beam subjected to UDL load, that is equal to 5 by 384 WUP L square by A. Okay, when we find out moment, when we find out load and deflection for this parabolic tendon, we use this equation. Okay, this one is the load balancing concept for prestressing member. Okay, now second, for singly bent tendons. Okay, when one single bent tendons are provided, and this one is due to our concentrated load. Okay, now again this one is the free body diagram, and this triangle is bending moment diagram due to point load at center point. Moment at center due to the upward thrust WUP is given by following equation, and it is equated moment due to eccentricity of tendon, that is M is equal to PE. Okay, now one by one, equation of moment for this single bent up tendons. Okay, that is WUP L by 4, that means WL by 4. Now M is equal to PE. When I make WUP as a subject, then 4 PE by L square. This one is the equation of load, and if equation of delta or del, that means deflection for this tendon, is equal to W L cube divided by 40 ATI. Okay, this equation for M, then upward thrust, load and delta. Okay, now for doubly bent tendons or half tendons, that means meaning of this half is equal to bent. For doubly bent tendon, okay, this equation we use in example. This all three equations are we use at solving of load balancing examples. Okay, now here in this figure, doubly, that means two upward thrust is provided here. Okay, and this is the cable of our subjective, this cable is subjected to Priestley's forces, and this center line is notation of neutral axis, and this one is the bending moment diagram of 2-point load. Now one by one, here we find out first one is moment. Moment is equal to this WUP upward thrust force into distance from this left hand side is equal to A into L. Okay, WUP into AL. Now what is moment? Moment is equal to PE. Now here I make WUP as a subject, then WUP is equal to PE by AL. Okay, this is WUP is equal to our upward thrust when our tendon subjected to double point load. Okay, now what is delta for this condition? Delta is equal to A 3 minus 4A square WUP L cube divided by 24 EI. This equation you compulsory learn, okay, by heart. Now here the table of tendon profile, and it is subjected to equivalent moment and also camber, that means curvature. Okay, now first one, this is the horizontal beam is given and it is subjected to eccentricity E and Priestley force. M is equal to moment, equivalent moment is equal to P, and camber is equal to, that means our deflection is equal to ml square by ATI for this condition. Now second, this beam is subjected to single tendon, okay, single curve tendon, and W is equal to 4 PE by L, and equation of deflection is equal to W L cube divided by 48 EI, that we already discussed just now. And this figure is parabolic tendons, okay, and equation of W, that means our equivalent load, is equal to 8 PE by L square, and equation of deflection is equal to 5 WL raised to 4 384 by EI. And when our beam, our Priestley member is subjected to 2-point load, at that time W is equal to PE by AL, and this equation for deflection, A in bracket 3 minus 4A square WL cube divided by 24 EI. Okay, this equation we use for solving the example. Okay, now we solve the first example. Before solving, we read the data carefully. Beam of symmetrical I section spanning of 8 meter, flange width is 250 mm and thickness of flange is equal to 80 mm. Overall depth of beam is 450 mm. Thickness of web is equal to 80 mm. Beam is prestressed by parabolic cable with eccentricity of 150 mm at the center of beam. Okay, from center of beam our eccentricity is given 150 mm and 0 at the support. Live load on beam is 2.5 kilonewton per meter. Now one by one we find out. Determine the effective force in cable for balancing the dead load and live load on the beam. Okay, here we use the equation of balancing that we already discussed. Sketch the distribution of resultant stress at center of span for above cases. Okay, and calculate shift of pressure line from tendon center line. That means pressure line means the resultant of our external load. Okay, now I section is given, flange is 250 by 80 mm and web is given 80 by, here 450 mm total depth is given, and depth of flange is given 80 mm. So 450 minus 160 and the middle height of this web is equal to 290. Now one by one, first of all we find out properties of this I section. Area of section A is equal to, this one is given in mm and here I converted into the meter square. Simply first area and second area A2, that were this two area summation of flange and middle portion is web, 250 into 80 into 2 and middle one is 80 into 290 and after that converted into the meter, that is 0.63 meter square area of this I section. Second, we find out moment of inertia. This section is symmetrical section, so here we use this equation, 250 minus this overall depth 450 cube by 12 minus 170, okay, 250 minus this 80, okay, that means 170 into middle depth of web, that is 290 cube by 12, and answer of this moment of inertia is equal to 1.55 into 10 raised to 9 mm raised to 4. Now we find out section modulus Z is equal to I by Y. What is the centroid of Y? Y is equal to 450 by 2 because here is the symmetrical I section about x axis and about y axis. So Y is equal to 450 by overall depth of I section by 2 and Z is equal to I by Y and answer of Z is equal to 6.9 10 raised to 6 mm cube. Eccentricity E is already given in data, that is below the neutral axis 150 mm. So write down E is equal to 150 mm and note this one is the neutral axis of this I section and from neutral axis eccentricity E is given 150 mm. Okay, now here we discuss the data and also we find out some values, that is area and moment of inertia and section modulus. Now next, span of this beam is given 8 meter. Live load WL is already given, that is 2.5 kilonewton into meter. Now we find out dead load. Dead load is equal to our self weight, okay, that means area we find out 0.63, that this one is the total area of our I section, summation of flange plus web, okay, and multiply with density of concrete. In this example density of concrete is not given. If in data density of concrete is not given, then simply assume that density of concrete is equal to 25 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay, now in next, okay, later on we discuss this stress distribution diagram. Okay, bending moment at center of the span due to center of span at, that means at middle portion, is equal to MD, equation of moment is equal to WL square by 8 because this one is our simply supported beam subjected to UDL load. Now W by 8 is equal to 0.12, sorry, 1 by 8 is equal to 0.125 and WD is equal to 1.57. Look at this one is 1.57 WD and live load is equal to 2.5. Put simply we use this WL and WD to find out moment. Okay, and span L is equal to 8 square. Answer is equal to 12.56 kilonewton. Bending moment at center of span due to live load is equal to ML, that is equal to again WL square by 8, L is equal to 8 and WL is equal to 2.5. Answer is equal to 20 kilonewton. Next, total moment is the summation of moment due to dead load and moment due to live load, that is equal to 32.56. Okay, now one by one, here we find out balancing load balancing. Here moment is equal to load into eccentricity P into E. Now we find out balancing load P and balancing load P is equal to M by E. M is equal to our total moment of dead load and live load. Okay, 32.56 into 10⁻³ kilonewton converted into Newton. Eccentricity E from neutral axis 150 mm. P is equal to 217. Okay, answer is equal to our 217 Newton. Now center of span section is subjected to direct stress of intensity. In data is given that center of span, okay, is subjected to direct stress of intensity, that is P by A. Now what is P? P we find out 217 10 raised to cube, and area is equal to our area of our I section, that is 0.6, again converted into the meter converted into mm. Okay, and P by A is equal to 3.44 Newton per mm square. Now shifted pressure line, here the load is shifted to pressure line or thrust line or C line, that is equal to M by P. M is equal to our moment 32.56 into 10 raised to 6. Okay, and P is equal to our force, first one 217 into 10 raised to cube, and answer is equal to 150 mm. This is the distance where we shifted this pressure line. Okay, M by P. Pressure line coincide with central axis of beam. Okay, just now here our example of load balancing concept is complete. Okay, and here we stop this session, and in next session we start with our new topic. Okay, just now we stop here.